Welcome to Pop Cult, where we talk reality TV, celebrity chaos, and pop culture throwbacks.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Pop Cult. We are your hosts. I'm Avery.
And I'm Julia.
And today is another Reality Digest episode with yours truly. Yours truly's? Because there's two of us? I don't really know.
Yeah, that sounds
Sure.
right to me.
Okay. I think this might be a little bit of a short week because we only have 5 shows right now.
We're sad. We're in our depression era.
Yeah, we're kind of like winding down for this. This is like our sports. Like the Super Bowl is in a couple weeks and like this is our Super Bowl. Speaking of the Super Bowl, as you know, I was in Boston this weekend. I met my parents up there just for fun. It was a really cool city. I liked it. It's very small. I don't know if you know this.
What do you mean small?
It's a small city. Like it's not big at all. I mean, I'm sure like the entirety of Boston is a lot bigger than I realized, like with some of like the suburbs and stuff.
Like the downtown area, you mean?
Yeah. It's quite small. It is gorgeous. It is literally a gorgeous city. Like there are a couple of neighborhoods in Boston that like, I mean, truly, like, and this is big for me to say, prettier than New York, like, hands down. And there's some really pretty neighborhoods in New York, but these neighborhoods are just so historic looking. I can't even explain it. It feels like you're in Europe. And specifically the Beacon Hill neighborhood, my parents left earlier than me today, so I went just back to, like, walk around because I wanted to see a little bit more of it. Stunning. It is quite steep in that neighborhood. I was huffing and puffing.
Do they have a lot of those houses where it's like the townhouses with the steps? Don't those have a name?
Like a brownstone.
Oh, yeah, that.
Technically, so we went on a tour and they took us through Beacon Hill on Sunday. Technically, because I said the same thing. I was like, oh, yeah, like you guys have a lot of brownstones, like how we do in New York. And the tour guide was like,
Offended.
well, technically they're not brownstones because they're not made out of brownstone, but like I know what you were getting at. And I was like, okay, team, I guess.
Well, they didn't have to be mean about it. How am I supposed to know that's what that means?
He was the most thorough tour guide I've ever had, and it was so funny because it was like kind of sleeting on Sunday, but it was supposed to stop. So me and my parents were like, it's fine, let's just go. We show up, and everybody else had canceled. It was literally just the 3 of us and the tour guide.
No way.
For like 2 hours. It was so funny.
Embarrassing.
My mom was like, you know, he probably wanted us to cancel, but we were like, we don't have anything else to do.
Yeah.
Like, we're not just gonna sit in the hotel room.
One of my biggest fears was like when I was in college, if everyone canceled on like the cycle class I was going to and it was just me and the instructor cyclist, or like same with Pilates, like that is still a big fear of mine, is to be the only one in a class. And it happened to a friend of mine recently. Oh my god, I was terrified for her. She texted me after the fact though, but like she was like, it was just me and the instructor because it's like the 6:45 a.m. class, and so you know it's just gonna happen, like everyone sleeps in or like doesn't want to come because it's cold or whatever. And I was like, I don't know. You can't leave. Like you can't just walk away. They've seen you.
No, yeah, especially, I mean, that's a very valid fear. I used to do a 7 a.m. class at Cycle Bar like every day when I lived in Charlotte, and it was actually like I loved it so much. I wish I could go back, but it's just like so expensive here that I just can't justify it at the moment. But I would go to the 7 a.m. class, and that never happened to me, but there were definitely days where there was only like 3 or 4 of us.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. Was this Cycle Bar or was this something else?
She was doing like a Pilates reformer class, I think.
Yeah, that would actually be bad because then it's like, what does the instructor do? Just like stand at the end of your reformer? Like what?
I know. Do they come and like sit next to you or like what?
I know. And you know how the instructors sometimes in those classes will go around and make adjustments?
Yes. And I hate when they do that. It makes me want to leave.
I know. It's so uncomfortable, especially when you're like, they're so skinny and fit. And I'm like, don't touch my fat roll. Like, I'm literally going to kill you.
Or like, if they're trying to re-arch my foot, I'm like, you're gonna give me a cramp in my leg and I'm gonna have to be ambulanced out of here.
You're gonna get a Charlie horse.
Dear, touch me right there.
I'm dead. You're gonna get a Charlie horse.
My leg does not move like your leg does. Okay?
No, seriously. I have not worked out in months. I'm not even kidding.
Neither have I. I canceled my gym membership because I never went.
Same. Wait, I love that we both did that. I mean, honestly, Temple Fitness, if you're listening to this, you can actually go to hell. I hate that gym so much. I had a gym membership to this gym like just down the block from me, and it was terrible. Like every time I would go, it was like the gym rush hour to the point where like I would go in with a plan in mind for my workout and immediately have to switch the whole thing up because there was like no room for me to lay a mat down. There weren't weights available. There wasn't a treadmill available. I was like, when I canceled, I was like, you guys have too many members at this gym because every time I come here, like I can't do a workout because there's too many people here. It was diabolical. I also saw a TikTok video of a girl talking about how gym memberships, especially in big cities, are scams. Like, why am I paying to, for example, Solid Core? I've never been to Solid Core, but why on earth would I pay like $200 a month for like 5 classes?
That's how much the Pilates studio down here is that I really liked. Ridiculous.
It's so
And it was
stupid.
for like 4 classes. I was like, are you joking? That's not going to change your body at all. There's no consistency in that.
That's exactly what I was thinking. What I've always thought. Like, not that Pilates isn't a great workout. It is. It's extremely difficult, or it can be. But Pilates is not something, it's not a workout where you're getting your heart rate high enough to lose weight. So you telling somebody that like they're doing something 4 times a month is going to completely change their body is actually a scam.
No, that's ridiculous. 4 times a week, maybe. Yeah.
Right. And you know what's so funny though? My doctor told me, like my current like primary care doctor, I was just feeling so unmotivated to work out. And so I asked her, I was like, how often like should I be working out? Like I've kind of stopped. And she was like, genuinely, maybe 2 or 3 times a week, just do like a 15-minute body weight circuit. Push-ups,
Ew,
sit-ups,
you lost me. You lost me there.
squats. But like I was like, you're telling me that my doctor is telling me I only need to really work out 2 to 3 times a week for 15 minutes to make sure that I'm not losing muscle mass? That was shocking to me.
That is shocking.
Because I feel like we've always been told that we need to do like hour-long workouts 4 to 5 times a week.
Yeah, I feel like that's definitely my understanding of a workout need. Because all the classes that you go to are an hour long.
And I get it because obviously
there's like 30-minute classes, but like most of the time it's like standard is an hour.
Yeah, and I get it because in that sense it's like, you know, obviously nobody's going to drive to a or walk to a workout class for it to be like 20 minutes long. Like that would just be stupid. But
Fair.
I will say when I first like graduated, was going to 9 Round, which is a kickboxing workout.
I forgot you were a boxer.
Oh my god, I was like so good at it, low-key. I mean, kickboxing, it's like not the same, but it was a 30-minute workout. And I actually, now thinking about it, have never been in better shape.
Maybe you need to kickbox.
I know. I think it was so good because it was not that long, so I would go every day because I'm like, it's 30 minutes of my life. Like, I can deal with that.
Yeah,
And
not a big
also, it really wasn't that expensive. I could also have gone multiple times a day if I wanted to. And it was like cardio mixed with strength training.
I
So
vibe with that.
anyway, I feel like that's maybe the move. Anywho, we just really got derailed. So should we get into some shows?
Yeah. Should we start with our finale?
Yes, we should. Oh my god. I'm so glad we're done with this show, Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Me too. We still have to watch the dang reunion though.
We do, but I also think that the new season will probably come out like within the next 2 months. So
Well, at least we'll be up to date.
we won't be gone for long.
No. Hopefully it'll be better. I feel like I was bored.
What did you think about the ending?
Okay, I thought that the kumbaya that everybody had of like the apologies or whatever. I liked the conversation. I could tell that it was all planned just because this was the finale that was coming out. Whatever. That's like obvious. I thought that Chase and Taylor conversation was the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my god, I'm so glad you brought it up.
Why
What
would
the
you? First of all,
freak?
how is that a finale final scene? I didn't get that. That's like a middle of an episode weird, like off rail, whatever. Like
I
it should have
totally
ended
agree.
with the little like blessing situation, or even just the convo with everyone apologizing to each other. Could have ended there too.
Mm-hmm.
Why did I have to see this weird 4-minute conversation where Chase is clearly just in love with Taylor and Taylor is eating up the attention?
Truly.
And then the episode ends and there's no like, like the housewives, they do like an update card at the end,
Mm-hmm.
Where was that?
No, I totally agree. I think they really missed with this ending. So, okay, for multiple reasons. Number one, because they also, I mean, spoiler alert, but they don't address it barely at all at the reunion.
What?
Like, they don't talk about, like, I mean, maybe
They don't talk about the Taylor and Chase conversation?
maybe they, they definitely talk about it a little bit, but there's no like resolution to it or
Because
anything.
what
Like,
they just set up is that Chase and Taylor are gonna be dating. That's what
I
they just set
know,
up.
which is crazy. Also, but also the fact that she's going on The Bachelorette. Like, it was just a stupid way to end the show. I think that the editors and producers and whoever's directing this hot mess needs to like come up with a better operation for next
That was
season.
just really choppy and like not conclusive in any way. It was irritating
It was.
because most of the time I don't feel as if it is that way, in my opinion. So what was that? Like, did they have to like, was somebody on a sick day? Like,
For sure. No,
I
I
was
genuinely. Who was out of
extremely
office that week that they did that
somebody
episode?
who approved that, because how did I just get the credit slide right after that weird uncomfortable conversation with that poor
And
waiter trying to pour water?
and also not to mention poor Miranda. Like, I would
Ex-
be pissed.
it's weird. Like you like okay. If this was Dakota and Miranda having this conversation,
Oh my
Taylor
God.
would come in with a shotgun and kill both of them. I'm confused. I'm just confused.
No, she would be so mad. And I also just like don't appreciate the treatment of Miranda all season. Like, first of all, you guys made her spend half a freaking season forcing her to ingratiate herself to all of you to make it back in this group. Layla already dated her ex-husband, whom she has 2 children with. And now the ending of this show is going to be someone who was supposedly supposed to be her best friend at one point, like on a basically pseudo date with her ex-husband. Like, I just feel like, and this was actually another issue that I had in the beginning of the episode. Like, am I the only one that just does not give a single shit that Dakota cheated on Taylor again? Like, I just don't care, because like I feel like Taylor's biggest problem is that people give her, for some reason, like, people are like giving her flowers for acting like an adult 1 out of 5 times. And then she just like takes that and runs with it. It's like, for some reason, when Taylor, it's like a toddler. Like, literally, your toddler acts terrible all day. Your toddler acts terrible 6 out of the 7 days of the week, but like they act good on Saturday and are terrible Sunday through Friday, and like, so we're pretending like they're a good kid because they were good on Saturday. Like, that's what it's giving, and I'm just tired of it. I just feel like everybody is like getting shit but her.
I think
And I'm
it's
kind
just
of
because
over her.
yeah, I'm not over her. I love Taylor. She's one of my favorites, and I feel for her. I just feel so badly for her because I feel like she's been through a lot. But I understand that she keeps putting herself back into that situation, but when you're in that, like, that's not something you can help, and she's not going to see out of that. And I hope that she has now, because of like that I feel like this betrayal was so much more different because it was family. So I'm hoping that this
100%.
ended things, but obviously we know he showed up at the Bachelorette. We don't know the details, but we will, I'm sure.
But don't you think that she has brought all of this on herself? Like, I'm not saying that she deserves any of it, or that even necessarily that she could have control. Obviously, she can't control other adults, but I just feel like this has been a series of events, like, past all the swinger stuff, because whatever, that was honestly just low-key kind of funny. It's really the Dakota stuff. Like, this all started when she made a conscious decision to not take every measure possible to have a child with this person whom she knew was a serial cheater when she got pregnant. And I just feel like it's very irresponsible. And like, at a certain point, we have to look at Taylor Frankie Paul and say, this is a 32-year-old woman who has 2 kids already, who, yes, has been raised in the most like freaking, I don't even know the word for it, corrupt religion, and just continues to make these terrible decisions. Like, I just am getting to the point where I do not feel bad for her, and I'm really hoping that in this next season that comes out, she actually shows growth, because I feel like every episode it's like there's always a portion of like Taylor showing growth. Taylor's growing. Taylor's being so mature about this. Like I said, 1 out of 5 times she makes a good decision. Like, that's a really bad track record.
You're just taking shots. Good lord.
No, I'm like over her, dude.
I'm not. Because I feel like we're not putting enough blame onto Dakota for being as manipulative as he is.
Dakota's a sociopath. Absolutely. Dakota
and so,
does
like,
not
I feel as if she can just be given like a little bit more of a break because of Dakota's actions and the way he acts towards her.
Okay, let me ask you this. What if she goes back to him?
I mean, like, she just needs help, but like if no one's giving her like
help, like she's not gonna change.
Who's supposed to give her help, do you think?
A therapist. Like obviously her parents are now on a hate Dakota side, and I think that will help. Like season 2, that fight was insanity, where they were like defending Dakota. Do you remember that? Or
Yeah, that was
earlier?
crazy.
No, that was season 2. But now that her parents are like on a hate Dakota side, I think that will help a lot as well.
Yeah. What do you think about the conversation between Jesse and Jordan?
I thought it was such like a I don't want to say letdown, but this whole season has been about your separation, and 1 3-minute conversation gets you guys back together. But I realized they've been in therapy and we didn't see it.
Yeah.
But I was like, what a weird way to wrap this up. But okay.
I know. The thing that's so funny about like season finales of reality shows is that like it's so obvious that like the end of a season is supposed to be a resolution of all the problems that they've had the entire season.
Yeah, that's what this whole, except for Salt Lake, they really just let it rip there.
So true. But like they do the same thing in Vanderpump. It was the same thing in the season 10 finale or season 11 finale of Vanderpump Rules. Like a season after Sandoval, the entire last episode, Tom is trying to have a conversation with Ariana, trying to resolve things because that's what they do every single season. Like they have these blowout fights the entire season and they hate each other, but then in the very last episode they like come together because that's, you know, that's rounding out the drama. I think that that's like what the Jesse and Jordan conversation was. I have seen them in other things. Like I've seen them do interviews and stuff since obviously the show has aired and ended. And I think that they're still going to get divorced.
Yeah, it's also like going along with what you're saying, like that whole conversation of the big group. They just wanted everything to be resolved, but like it's hard. You have to take it with like a grain of salt because you know none of them are good again.
No. And also, I'm just going to put it out there. Demi saying that she feels like she's owed an apology. I personally don't think that anyone owes her an apology for anything.
No, I don't think so. I think that she owes them an apology. The whole Jen and Demi thing, I was getting a little confused. I don't remember where their feud was, but they were clearly still not okay.
Basically, Jen is the one that claims that she saw all of these consensual interactions between Demi and Marciano.
Mm-hmm.
And told Demi that she knows what happened. And so then remember, it's like the cease and desist. Like Jen was like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna say something if you don't start telling the truth because you're literally defaming this man. And that's when Jen was like, she hit me with the cease and desist and blah blah blah. I also thought it was telling that Demi didn't really apologize for anything specific.
no, she didn't. Like she never. The only genuine apology I felt was with that one-on-one combo with Taylor.
Yeah.
Where she cited specific instances, like when she was so mean to Taylor's mom and all of that jazz. And like everyone else had specific instances they were apologizing for, like Whitney apologizing to Macy about not coming to her book event and all of that jazz.
I cannot believe we are still talking about the damn baby
about
mama event.
The book event. I'm like, I'm dead.
Was it a book event or a baby mama event?
I thought she didn't come to like that like little book dinner that she had, but maybe it was baby mama.
I don't think she was invited to the book thing, but it was the baby mama event that she skipped. And the first season, like, can we talk about the fact that like they're still like poor Whitney is still apologizing for something in the first season?
I felt like everything Whitney said was perfect. Macy was so kind. Even Michaela was so kind, especially to Whitney. And then you have Demi being like, yeah, I'm sorry for anything that I may have done to offend you.
She's like, I apologize if anything I've said or done has come across in a hurtful way.
Irritating, because all these women are being genuine, and then she's just,
She's just like so like, and it honestly makes sense to me why her and Jesse were such, because I really do like Jesse, but both of them are so, and I don't even mean this in a bad way, they're very cold. Mm-hmm. Like they don't come off as very emotional people unless like Demi specifically is in between a rock and a hard place, and like then I feel like she uses her tears to get out of a hard situation. But if they're not in a place where they feel like they need to use, not necessarily Jesse, but if Demi's not in a place where she feels like she needs to use her tears to like get people to lay off, she's very calm, cool, collected.
I think I'm mostly irritated by this finale in the sense that we still don't have an answer for who was starting the rumor that Marciano and Jesse slept together and why. Like, we still don't have hard facts on that, and that irritates me when that was the entire season.
And that's fair. And I obviously had seen the finale before, but I watched this entire season in like truly like a blind haze. Like I didn't remember really any of it. I watched it so fast. And so when I was rewatching this, Demi did say something that made me think, is this low-key her admitting that she started the rumor? Because at one point Jessie was like, I just don't understand like why you were, I can't remember exactly what she said, but basically I don't understand why you were teaming up with Marciano to like throw my name in the dirt. And she was like, I mean, to put it blankly, like I just was angry that you were, that like I felt like a story was trying to be spun about me.
She did say that.
Yeah.
I feel like that could be taken as an admission of guilt.
I know. I kind of agree.
So maybe we do have it resolved, but then all of the girls are just like okay with it not being resolved. Like Taylor straight up says that. She's like, we'll just never have an answer, I guess. How are you guys accepting that? I will I'm not gonna get off that boat. Like, I don't know how you guys are swimming right now, because that doesn't make any sense.
You know what I'll be interested to see, though? Because I agree. But now there's a lawsuit. He is suing her for defamation.
Marciano is suing
Demi.
Interesting.
So I'll be interested to see what happens with that. I doubt that'll be in season 4, but...
Yeah, because clearly things got worse because I had to learn what the Fruity Pebbles thing was.
Oh my god. Gag.
And that was, like, that was recent. So I don't.
No, it was. And
well, and now Jen and Whitney are not good either.
Oh my god.
And we don't know why, but it's been alluded that we'll figure it out in season 4 or whatever.
I definitely think that will be in season 4. I'm dying to know what that's about. I think it has something to do with Dancing with the Stars.
I agree, but like what? Like what
I know.
could it be?
Like it's not Whitney's fault that Jen got eliminated, you know?
No, like it's like it doesn't make any sense.
I don't even know what Whitney would have had time to do.
No, and I can't
Jen
imagine
that would
like
make her
them
so
being
upset.
anything other than cordial to each other during the whole Dancing with the Stars process. Because what are you supposed to be? You have to see her every day.
I mean, if I had to guess, and obviously, like, this is just me being kind of a Whitney apologist, but if I had to guess, I think probably Jen is very sensitive, and she's also a little bit immature. Like, she is young, and I think if I had to guess, probably she got butthurt, which rightfully so. I would probably be butthurt too, that Whitney made it so much farther in Dancing with the Stars, and that Jen really did not have that great of an experience. Nothing that she did wrong, but still. And I think that maybe because Whitney's not always the best with her words, maybe Whitney said something to her and Jen took it the wrong way, and now they're beefing about it.
I'm sure that is what it is. And I will say I did really enjoy Whitney in this most recent episode.
Me too. I'm glad that, I will say, I am really excited for season 4 that she, Macy, and Michaela are not beefing.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was honestly hard to watch.
I agree. I liked it.
So yeah, I'll be excited to see what they cover in season 4. I'm excited to see some behind the scenes of Dancing with the Stars.
Me too. I love these like crossovers that we're unintentionally getting. Well, intentionally with like Below Deck and like Salt Lake City, but unintentionally kind of with Mormon Wives and Dancing with the Stars. Like I find that really fun, and I think it should be done more often.
Yeah, I agree. Speaking of Below Deck, should we hop over to the Mediterranean next?
Why did my mom text us that Robert Irwin is confirmed single? I thought we knew that. But...
She's like, here's your shot. I'm
Trust,
dead.
he never responded to my DM, if you guys remember that.
Oh my god, he's diabolical for that. I'm sure he was not getting any other DMs that he needed to check either. Like, he totally could have responded to you. Okay, I wrote this down and now I can't remember what Captain Sandy said about it, so maybe you can fill in the gap. I wrote down, I totally agree with Captain Sandy about the jet ski thing, but I don't remember what she said about the jet ski thing.
I think it was something along the lines of like, no, Max shouldn't have been like on top of the jet ski doing stuff, but Nathan should not have been yelling at him from where everyone can hear.
I think you're right,
including
because that's exactly what I was thinking.
Extremely unprofessional,
and also like, a little frightening. If you're
just go down there, like just go, like, and also like a jet ski, not life or death. Except for Max. Max would be like the life or death part in that, but like just let the jet ski go. I don't know. Let it float away.
It's not that serious. Or tell him to get out of the water. Well, I guess he did do that. He was like, I'll just do it myself.
Oh goodness.
And then they did like the little side by side. He's like, you slide off the jet ski. You don't jump off of it or something.
I can't. I can't. Okay, so we have like 2 kind of relationships, one ending, and we have one trying to begin, because Max will not stop trying to ask Kathy to be his girlfriend.
Oh, and my God.
And Kathy just like can't answer, Which I think is proving your theory that she just, like, does not like him.
No, I don't think she does, but she knows that, like, obviously once the chart, like, she knows that the season is almost, you know, over.
I see a lot of myself in Kathy.
I really do like Kathy. I would like to see more of her. I follow her on social media, and I really do enjoy her content.
She's funny.
One thing that I hated is that freaking Joe and Kizzy are just ruining V's last few charters, and I really
They're
hate that
ruining
for
my
her.
last few charters. I don't want to see them, like,
Honestly.
because Kizzy just does not understand why V is so upset, and she straight up goes, she's like, Joe didn't even want to be in a relationship after this. Why are you so upset? I don't know. Maybe because she thought we were all friends. We were all cordial. We were all respectful.
Right. That's such a good point. Like, it's like, she's like, I don't understand why you're so upset. He told you that he didn't want a relationship. She's not upset about Joe. She's upset about what you did.
She's upset about, like the principle of the fact, like, there are these things called, like, bro code and girl code for a reason. Like, just be respectful of someone else's, even if it's a situationship, it does not matter.
I know. It's so weird how she's acting. Genuinely, I am convinced at this point that Kizzy does not feel. Because towards the end of the episode specifically, it was almost like they were making a mockery of V at that point.
No, they're, like, literally making fun of her to the point where she has to go and fake smoke a cigarette outside.
It's like they're just trying to humiliate her. Like, Kizzy is, like, finding joy in making V feel like she's lesser than, because her and Joe just, like, keep flirting with each other.
Listen, if Nathan tells you to cool it, that's when you know it's not good.
Right.
And, like, Nathan is literally apologizing to V on behalf of Joe. Like,
it's so embarrassing.
That's not good. Like, that's not good.
And at one point, I think Joe said to her something along the lines of, we tried something that didn't work out. And I'm sitting over here like, no,
it's not that it didn't work out.
That's not what happened. You betrayed her trust. Like, let's stop sitting here pretending like it was really a innocent try at a relationship that just, you know, you guys just weren't right for each other. She just deserves better.
It's so irritating to see such horrible people on my screen. And knowing that these are real people, and, like, maybe they're putting on a persona. I don't know. But, like, they seem so much more real to me than anybody else. Like,
agreed.
It hurts just, like, a little bit a good more. Person. And to know V's backstory. So just don't piss me off. And that's what's happening here.
It's genuinely, I know this is going to sound insane, it's genuinely like a mini Scandival, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Just because of the way that, like, it reminds me of, like, the way that Raquel would interact with Ariana, asking her about her relationship with Sandoval and their intimacy issues, knowing that she was literally sleeping with Ariana's boyfriend behind her. Like, it's just, like, insane behavior. Also, I had a question. Can the bosun and this Chief Stu tell their subordinates that they can't date each other?
I mean, theoretically, you could try to enforce rules, but I would say it's probably more strictly enforced on a non-TV show yacht.
Okay. The only reason I was asking is because I kind of felt like that's what Nathan was telling Joe.
I mean, like, he was probably really hoping that that's what would happen.
Yeah.
And Joe is just, like, unstoppable, but, like, theoretically...
Unstoppable Joe.
Theoretically, yeah. I mean, you can put it into, like, a contract. I don't know. I don't know the logistics of that.
The one positive thing I will say about Joe is I actually think that he would be a better bosun than Nathan.
Yeah, I think he would get shit done.
Yeah.
The issue is, like, Nathan didn't set any clear boundaries with Max, and that's why Max doesn't listen to him. But Joe did, so that's why Max will listen to Joe.
And my question is, why do they keep putting Max in charge of the guests?
Because they don't want to do it. That's what's so irritating.
So crazy, though. Like, every time they put him in charge of, like, some sort of guest activity, he compromises their safety. Like, if you don't want him to go
fast, then don't let him drive the boat.
No. It's so, oh my god. And also, yeah, I felt like they were being a little dramatic. Like, I don't know. I guess I get it. He was going pretty fast. But it's, like, to his point, he's like, I'm not even going that fast. It's just the wake. Like, I can't really help it.
That was Captain Sandy. And that's the issue. I don't feel like they're communicating well enough to Max that it's, like, the literal captain asking for this, not just, like, your direct boss. It is, so, like, true. Your boss's boss, and I feel like nobody's telling Max that. He should listen regardless, but, like, he doesn't know how high the stakes really are.
I totally agree. I also just feel like there's the entire season there's been a bit of a language barrier that nobody's addressed.
Fair. Yeah.
And also, once again, I'm just going to say it. I feel like I said this at the top of the season. I think that Max's accent is like seriously exaggerated. Like just the way that he
Oh, you
says
do?
things sometimes. Yes, it literally sounds like when someone tries to do a fake French accent, like ha ha ha. Like that's literally what it's giving. Like it's literally like wee baguette. Like it's just
Oh my
so.
god.
It's so cartoonish French that like sometimes I just can't take him seriously.
I think my favorite part of the episode is how upset Kathy got over her thrown chicken nuggets, because that was diabolical. Okay, who's
Can I
throwing
tell
chicken
you?
nuggets?
I would have killed them for eating my food.
Well, she reacted the exact way that I would have reacted. I would have
Same.
been that mad, and I then would have taken it farther to push them into the water.
We all know what it's like to be waiting for your fast food to arrive after you've had a night out.
Mm-hmm.
There's no better feeling.
No.
And I don't blame her at all for telling Max that he needs to wait because she needs to go get her chicken nuggets. And those stupid boys ate my I would have actually thrown hands. I'm not even kidding.
Well, like, somebody would have ended up dead. And that's not an exaggeration or an overreaction. And and then Max is mad, but like, did she avoid answering his question? Yes. But chicken nuggets were at stake, so like, what's the issue?
So it's fine. Also, I think it was really diabolical of him to try and have this conversation with her after she's just had a death in the family. Like, I can guarantee you she's not thinking about your relationship status, my guy.
She's probably thinking about death, because that's what you think about.
I did see on Instagram that this season tonight marks the beginning of their last charter. So I'm guessing this episode or next is the season finale.
Yeah, and I don't think they do reunions from what I remember.
No, they don't. I'm so bummed about it.
Yeah, they don't. And I think this will be Aisha's last one, which makes me want to cry.
I know, me too. Rip Aisha. Love her. Speaking of reunions, we have part 1 of the Salt Lake City reunion.
Ugh, okay. I'm gonna be fully transparent and honest. This is my first ever Salt Lake reunion. I've never watched one, skip them all in the past.
I think that's fine. For the context listener, I made Julia binge watch the entirety of Salt Lake City before we started this podcast because I was like, she has got to watch it before we can cover the show.
And I did. But I didn't watch a single reunion. Also, my other unpopular opinion is I absolutely hate reunions.
Oh, really?
I find no point in them. I find them to be incredibly boring and fake.
Interesting. I do love a reunion, actually, but I can see where you're coming from.
I've never seen a reunion that I liked. Love Island, oh my god, sorry. Love is Blind sucked.
The Love is Blind reunions are notoriously awful.
Whatever crap I just watched of Salt Lake sucked. It's so irritating. I find them so irritating.
I do kind of agree with you because I always leave a reunion feeling unsatisfied with the results.
Selling Sunset sucked.
God, I'm telling you, Netflix has the worst reunions. I don't know what's going on. They seriously need to fire their reunion person, like whoever's behind the scenes of that. But I do agree with you. Reunions do frustrate me because I don't really feel like you ever get to a resolution, and I just don't ever feel like I would literally, I'm not kidding you. So like reunion days are generally, I would say 10 to 12 hours long. I would sit there and watch all 10 to 12 hours of footage. Like I actually don't need a shortened edit.
Mm-hmm.
I would prefer for them to show it all.
If I was there watching it being filmed, I would feel differently, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. There's just so much that happens, I feel like, that they cut out. It's really
just
frustrating.
It's so staged. And I get that the show is staged too, to some extent, whatever. But there's nothing fun. It's not like we're fighting, but like we're in Greece. It's not like we're fighting, but we're wearing a pirate costume, okay? Mm-hmm. Like, they are glam to the nines. They all look gorgeous. Perfect, whatever. That's besides the point. And then they just sit there and scream. They don't respect Andy, which irritates me. And then, like, none of them are on good terms. I don't know. I was just irritated.
And I mean, of course, honestly, the best part about it was Angie K's face card. Like, lethal.
Oh my god, yeah. I genuinely think Bronwyn was best dressed. She looked like Belle, like the Disney princess. Yeah.
I'm obsessed with Bronwyn, actually. Like, for some reason, I feel like I see a lot of discourse online of people who don't like Bronwyn. I love Bronwyn.
I think after this season, she is my favorite.
Yeah, and I've said it before, I'll say it again. I think she's the perfect housewife. And
I agree, because she's actually a housewife.
Yes, exactly. And I mean, I know that her and Todd are, like, technically separated. And I will say, I mean, look, I don't think that Todd is necessarily the nicest guy. I actually do think that Todd has been a good husband to Bronwyn up until she joined this franchise. I am kind of hoping that they work it out. Only because I genuinely do think that she loves him a lot.
Do you think he's irritated she went on the show because she's like now making her own money? That's where I have an issue with it.
No, I think that he doesn't understand why she's doing it. Like, I think his thing, because I think she said this before, I think he's like, why do you, like, these women are awful to you. Why do you keep putting yourself in a position where you have to be around them? Like, he genuinely does not get the premise of the show, and that's the whole entire point.
Yeah, that's like fair, whatever, but like, I don't know, get over it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I definitely don't disagree. It's again, another reason I think she's a perfect housewife. I think that it was case in point, in my opinion, the most tea of the entire first part of the reunion was Heather and Andy basically accusing Lisa of running fake businesses. Immediately, Lisa deflects and is like, well, Bronwyn just talks about spending Todd's money, blah, blah. Bronwyn's like, I never claimed to work. I always say that I spend Todd's money. Like, I don't know why you're trying to come for me. Bronwyn's like, I'm not even the one that said it.
My thing with that is like, why won't Lisa just be like, I do this, this, and this? Because okay, unpopular, this is controversial, I don't know. But the way she responds to saying what she does is exactly what Jen Shaw would say what she does.
It was step and freaking repeat. And to answer your question, because she's doing illegal things. That's why she won't just answer it.
So don't get so defensive because it makes it look worse.
It does.
That's what I don't understand, is these essentially criminals don't understand what to do when they're accused of something, when in reality you should be prepared for that. I don't know.
Yes, and also I've got to say, I mean, maybe I just don't understand it because I don't run a business, but like, I don't really feel like it's a bad thing to be paying people back for a loan on a business. Like that's how most people start businesses, is they get investors and like people to loan them money so that they can then pay them back after the business is on its feet.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I don't understand all of that. She's also saying that all the lawsuits were like dropped, but then she's like saying that one is still waiting,
pending, and I'm like,
or whatever. So you're lying. They're not all dropped then.
And that's the thing. It's Bronwyn's like, are they dropped because you paid them back or because they weren't? There was no like.
And you'll never get a straight answer for that one.
Like, oh, 100%. I mean, truly, one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life is her trying to prove that she's met Ben Affleck. And Andy's like, well, can you show us a picture? And the picture that she pulls up is from 2017.
Irritating. Beyond irritating. And
it's
then
like
we
Lisa.
have... Well, and let's talk about his most recent interview for his press for his new movie. Where you can tell he's just like, he does not give a flying fuck.
No.
He's like, I don't know who this woman is. I haven't been to Utah 10 plus years. Who is that? Like, but then he's also like, I meet people every day. So clearly you're not really in business with them, Lisa. Because he would know you if he was like, if this was a money situation, he would know who you are.
And also, to your point about the Utah thing, like, he's never in Utah. I'm sorry, but it just, and I'm not trying to sound snotty here, but it just begs the question, why on earth would an A-list actor, I'm pretty sure that Ben Affleck lives in New York.
I have no idea.
Or it maybe, if not LA, maybe he lives in both. I'm not really sure. Why on earth would a movie, like, I don't even know the right word for it, but like, why would they hire somebody in Utah? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense. Like, there's so many companies that could work on whatever event marketing in LA and New York where the movie was probably either filmed, based, or the press tour is.
Mm-hmm. Well, also, like, there's the possibility that Lisa was invited to the same event that Ben Affleck was at. Okay, great. Just say that you're invited to an event that he'll be there and not that you're directly working with him.
Absolutely.
I'm just, like, to me, well, I guess because they're all, like, a little bit more famous than I am, obviously. It would have been just enough of, like, a cool thing if she had just been like, I'm so sorry I was invited to this event where there will be this, and this person there, and I have to go to that instead of our trip. Whatever. Instead of being like, I'm directly working with Ben, he personally asked me to be here, all this jazz, like, we need to be together. Like, that's how she came off as, when it's just clearly a blatant lie. When you could have just been like, he might be at this event that I'm going to.
And she could have just pulled a Bronwyn. I know that you didn't watch last season's reunion, but like, Bronwyn literally did that with the whole necklace thing. Like, they were like, why did you lie? And she's like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why I lied. I think I just was trying to save face.
Yeah,
Like,
that,
it's
or
just
like
so
you're
easy.
trying. Yeah, easily she could have said that. It's just irritating. And then, like, what I found more irritating is Meredith and Lisa just being so annoying and saying that they weren't tag teaming when that's all they do.
And Heather was cracking me up. She's like, "Oh, is this a tag team? Oh, are you guys okay? Sorry, we'll wait for you guys to be done tag teaming."
I don't understand. They're like, I can stand up for myself. That's not what she's saying. She's not saying that you can't stand up for your own person. She's saying that you two cannot speak as not one unit. You just cannot, like, you word vomit out for each other. Which is fine if you just would admit it. I don't know.
No, I totally agree. And I also think it's like, I think the thing that would be so frustrating for me if I were one of the other women is how holier than thou the two of them try to act. Like,
They
acting
do.
like they've never had any friendship rifts in their life.
Better
and like
than everyone else there.
Yes. And it's like, Lisa, you literally called Meredith a garbage whore.
Well, also, like, why are they acting as if tag teaming is a bad thing? I don't know. Like, it could be construed like I'm just standing up for my best friend. I apologize if it sounds like I'm speaking for her. I will stop. That's all you needed to say.
Or like, yeah, we are tag teaming because I think that you guys are wrong, you know?
Yeah, like, just call it what it is, because that's what it is. Like,
Of course.
you guys can't shut up, and it's irritating. And, like, Angie or whoever it was standing up for Heather once or speaking for Heather once does not in any way, like, it's nothing like what Meredith and Lisa were doing this entire season. Like, I don't know.
Also, because I don't even really feel like Angie and Heather are that close, so it wouldn't even really make sense.
Like, it's in the same thing where they were saying that that Heather and, like, oh my god, what's her name?
Whitney?
Brittany. Where that Heather was, like, standing up for Brittany too much.
Yeah.
And I'm like, she did it once.
Even though Heather will also completely not be on Brittany's side. Like, I do think that the one thing I will say about Heather, and I know that a lot of people, I've seen it online, I'm sure you have too, a lot of people are really disliking Heather this season.
I've seen it too. I've seen a lot of really mean things, though.
Our takes are, like, completely opposite of the discourse I keep seeing, like, on TikTok, for example.
Well, everyone's saying she's become, like, an extremely mean girl.
I don't agree.
I see it more as she's standing up to these two, like, literal bullies who won't shut up.
Mm-hmm.
And she's talking just as much as they are. I think people are just kind of, like, blinded by it. Or, like, taken aback by it because she didn't always act like this. I don't know.
Totally. And honestly, I mean, I hate to bring it back to Bronwyn again, but I honestly feel like the majority of this reunion was Lisa and Bronwyn.
I agree.
I mean, if anything shows you somebody's true character, it is that video of Lisa talking to the fans at BravoCon.
That made me die. Because did you see the TikTok of the person who sent it in?
No.
So then I'm like, I watched the reunion, whatever, I'm scrolling on TikTok, and it's like just like a random person, like a real person being like, guys, that's my video that I sent to, like, that I DM'd to Bronwyn. And that is, like, the most damning evidence you could ever have.
I don't even really remember what she said, do you?
She was just, like, shit-talking Bronwyn's husband.
Yeah, okay.
She's literally saying at the reunion that she does not bring family into it. I don't understand how you can still lie once the truth has been told, proven. Like,
it's
that
crazy.
Makes no sense.
It's crazy. And also just, like, freaking poor Bronwyn. Like, how many times has she asked you to stop talking about her husband?
It's insane. I just don't understand. Like, you cannot like someone. You cannot like her husband. Fine. Why do you need to talk about him? He has no relevance to your life and no stakes in your life.
Of course. And it's so obvious that, like, this is, like, in my opinion, it's obvious that this is not the first time that Lisa has done this, because I don't know if you noticed this, but Sean, Angie K's husband, was basically not in this season at all. And I genuinely think it's because he was such a topic of conversation when Angie joined the show, with, like, Lisa and Meredith talking about Sean potentially, like, being in the closet and, like, cheating on Angie with men.
I remember that.
That I literally think that it's like they're doing the same exact thing to Bronwyn and they don't even realize it. because they're so up their own assholes.
So horrific. Like, it's so rude. Like, leave people alone. Like, you can attack the person who chose to be on this show. Fine.
Yes.
You can attack Bronwyn. You can attack Brittany, Heather, whatever. Leave anyone who didn't sign a contract to be a housewife. Leave them alone. That is weird.
It's diabolical. And I genuinely cannot even think of a single time that Bronwyn has brought up John.
No. Like,
Lisa
never.
loves to say that she's talked about John. I'm like, no, she literally.
When?
What is there to say about John? He is literally the most boring human being ever to be on TV.
Like, post that weird conversation they had in her stupid, like, bar that she won't call a bar because it's like a sitting room area.
A lounge.
A lounge, thank you. Bronwyn has said nothing, and Lisa can't keep her mouth shut. What's new?
No, honestly. And so, you know, it's funny too. I don't know if you've seen this, and I've never watched one of these. I actually think this is the first one that they're doing, but like, you know how they do Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip?
Yeah, is that when they take like housewives from every show and put them on a trip?
Yeah, from different franchises. Whitney and Heather have been on it before, but this year they're doing Housewives Ultimate Road Trip, and Lisa is one of the people going.
Ew, I'm not watching that. Don't make me. I don't want to see her.
I'm probably gonna make you watch it.
Okay.
I don't know though. We'll see who's on it. I can't remember who else is on it. If it's like a bunch of franchises that like, I mean, I guess this is the only one that we really watch, so maybe we won't watch it. But I am so excited for the next part of this reunion because I think this is when they're going to talk about Bronwyn and Todd's separation.
Dang, I'm scared. I just touched a button on my headphones and Paparazzi by Lady Gaga started playing. And I'm not joking about that, and I don't know how it happened, seeing as I have no other apps open on my laptop. I'm so confused.
That's crazy.
I'm actually a little scared.
It's a glitch in the simulation.
Like, I'm a little afraid.
That's actually hilarious.
So if I die later, I don't know.
I don't think maybe it's just like on your Apple Music on your laptop or something. You know how like we always had like random music on our iPods
even
and
though
stuff?
the app's not open, we'll go with that.
Sure, 100%.
That was so weird. Okay.
That's really strange. Speaking of things that scared me this week, the entire cast of the Vanderpump Rules reboot.
Okay, be real with me. Look me in the eyeballs. Do you think Angelica's injury is real?
I think it's real. I don't think it's as bad as she's portraying it to be.
I'm like so back and forth. I don't know.
I think she wouldn't be getting if she's actually getting the MRI, I don't think she would be getting it if she didn't
unless
need
they
it.
take me to the doctor's office, I don't know that she's gotten an MRI.
Yeah. Honestly, I mean, I'm gonna say it. You know, I'm always gonna make a comparison. Angelica gives me a little bit Sheena Shea vibes. Like, Sheena Shea did this a lot too. Like, she had a problem with her tooth. She had an eyeball problem. She, like, broke her foot at one point. It's like, she always has an ailment, and she's just kind of like a pick-me in that way. We all know the girl in high school who, like, always had a knee brace on, you know?
Yeah, you trust.
That's kind of what it's giving. I don't know. I mean, I think she's definitely milking it. I will say, I have tweaked my back before, and I know, embarrassing. But I will say, it's not something that hurts all the time.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
It might hurt to stand up, but once you're standing, it doesn't hurt. It might hurt to sit down, but once you're sitting down, it doesn't hurt. It's like, it is kind of like a weird thing.
Okay.
I think that more of her point in continuing to bring it up is just like, why did he take me on that date and then be dangerously unprofessional about the sport?
I don't know, man. I don't know what to believe. What's crazy is taking your friend to a bar and said friend destroys a mirror on a wall.
Oh my god.
Is embarrassing. And I would not be friends with you anymore. Like,
wait, whose friend was it? Audrey's?
Audrey's friend.
Oh,
like,
god.
If I took you to, like, my place of work or my place of work adjacent, like, there's, like, professional people here, and you broke a mirror and embarrassed me like that in front of my coworkers, we would never speak again.
Yeah, it's just like, of course things happen, but why are
she was on a table and pulled down a mirror.
And not them destroying Tom Tom. Like, Tom Tom is not a nightclub. Tom Tom is a bar and restaurant.
No, how disrespectful. That was irritating.
Truly. And it's like, I don't even want to blame Audrey because I really actually do like Audrey.
I like Audrey too.
I just think, you know, you need to pick your friends a little more carefully, probably.
Yeah. But she's learning that, as we see in this episode. So.
Yeah. Poor Natalie just does not know when to phone it in. Like, she just will not give up trying to have conversations with these girls who just do not want to talk to her.
She's just like with Natalie and, oh my god, is it Demi or Demi?
It's Demi.
Okay. That's gonna mess me up.
I know.
With Demi, she's just being like, but I love you. And Demi's just like, I cannot stand being around you. I think
Demi's
that's
like,
when we need to like let it go, maybe.
No, for sure. Demi's like, I like you, or I love you, but I really don't like you. What?
That don't make no sense.
That's a crazy thing to say. But then I did feel bad for Natalie. She's like, my mom used to say that to me. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh my god, yes. I was like, ooh, she has trauma.
Like, what?
She's got another layer that we've just like peeled back.
Genuinely. Also, I mean, I'm sorry. This Shane had me screaming this episode. Not him talking about his erectile dysfunction.
But also, why is he at a merch shoot when he doesn't work for the company?
Oh my god, such a great question.
That was my first question. Then my second is he's like talking to Angelica like she's a little puppy, and he goes over to her, he's like, hey, you're so cute, but I just like need you to go over there and just like apologize to him. Like, I just need you to do that for me. Can you do that for me? Like, he's like, I did not understand that at all.
Shane is such a weird person.
I was like just very confused as to why he was made to be like the peacemaker, or why he felt as if he had the power over Angelica to get her to apologize. I don't know. I just thought that was really odd to me. That was like a weird scene.
No, that's a good, I didn't even think about it that way, but I think you're right. It's like, I don't know, Shane, like, I definitely think that Shane could cross the line, because right now I kind of like him, and I kind of feel like he's not so much of a guy's guy. Like, he's not a bro, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Jason and Chris and
yeah.
Marcus are. But I definitely think maybe he could be having me fooled. Like, maybe he's more of a bro than he's letting on.
Because, I mean, at the same time, I can also see it from the other perspective. If he kind of wants to, like, be with Angelica, even though he's not going to ever date her, but he wants to, like, he wants the guys to like her so that he doesn't have to get shit on for hanging out with her.
Yeah.
So he was like, I just need you to apologize so that we can just all be chill. So I can see it from that side too, but I don't know, I'm always going to be a guy hater, so like I was on the other side for that.
Yeah. And I mean, I definitely think that, honestly, I think it's less so that he even cares if the guys like her, more so that they just think that she's really annoying. It goes the same way, if, you know, with women. There is nothing more humiliating than when people think that your partner is embarrassing.
Well, yeah, it's not fun.
You know, like when they think they're annoying and cringe. And I mean, Angelica was definitely being that. I honestly, the fact, like, it just goes to show that they have no, like, a clue how to interact with Lisa, this cast, because for Angelica to tell Lisa Vanderpump something like that,
I was gonna ask if that was normal, because even Lisa was like, do I need to know this?
No, genuinely no. I mean, throughout the years of Vanderpump with the original cast, like, they would open up more, but I mean, I'm telling you, in the early seasons, they were terrified of her.
I feel like that it should have stayed that way.
Even Stassi Schroeder, the most badass, blunt, like, truly does not care about what other people think person on the cast, would cower when Lisa Vanderpump was mad at her. It's crazy. It's also like, I just really feel like if Angelica had not told Lisa about the penis pump, that it wouldn't have been that big of a deal.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not gonna touch on Shane's movie premiere because I can't. I want him to live his dreams.
The secondhand embarrassment was through the roof.
I can't talk about it.
Okay,
but
we don't have to.
What I will talk about is the only conversation or words that have come out of Marcus's mouth that I liked was the conversation that he had with Shane prior to the movie premiere about his dad stuff. I thought that was a very nice conversation for Marcus.
Wait, remind me what happened? I think I black out whenever Marcus is on screen because I hate him so much.
Shane was just kind of like sharing that, like, how important it was that his dad was coming to this like premiere of his, and that he was going to meet all of his friends, and like he was making an effort, all of that jazz, for them to like have a good relationship again. And Marcus was just like very nice. Like, I appreciated what Marcus was saying.
Was he basically like, do what you can to repair that relationship because you never know like how much time you have left type thing?
Yeah, it was just like very like supportive and it was very friendly. And I was like,
that's nice.
It was sweet. But then we have Marcus. So Kim was hugging people when she came into the room. And I guess she hugged somebody for a smidgen too long. And Marcus breaks up with her.
Dude, at this point, okay, I feel like you're going to agree with me. At this point, Marcus is literally trying to get Kim to dump him.
I don't understand.
It's so obvious, I feel like. I genuinely feel like it's so transparent. Like, he does not like Kim. I genuinely think he does not like her at all as a person. I don't think he's attracted to her. Again, this has nothing to do with Kim. Kim's beautiful. But, like, I don't think he finds her attractive. I don't think he's into her personality. I don't think he enjoys spending time with her. And I actually just think that he keeps doing these things because he's trying to get her to dump him because he doesn't want to look like the bad guy. And honestly, I kind of wish that she would do it because I mean, honestly, this just came to me. But based on what you're just saying about his conversation with Shane, I actually wonder if we would feel completely differently about Marcus if he wasn't with Kim.
I think that's like fully possible.
Yeah.
I will never understand, and I'm not in a relationship, so take this with a grain of salt. I'll just never understand why we can't just break up. Like, why do we have to be with somebody that we don't like? Like, I don't get that. Like, sparing somebody's feelings just, like, isn't an excuse.
No, I agree.
And it hurts everybody.
You're too old for this, too. It's like, I don't know. I mean, I've always felt this way. Like, look, I always say don't prematurely break up with somebody because God forbid you change your mind and now you're that person who's, you know, on and off again with your ex. But they've already crossed that bridge because they break up every episode. Yeah. So I just really think it's like, I don't know. I think it'll I actually don't even know how old either of them are, but I think if this show continues on, which I'm going to be honest, I'm not sure if it's going to get another season.
Why?
But
yeah, I'm kind of invested.
I've just heard really bad things. Like, I've just heard that, like, the ratings are really not good.
The ratings are good in my house.
We'll see. I know, same, but we'll see. I really could see them continuing to do this on and off thing again for, like, several more seasons. This is like such a common trope in this show.
Yeah. And then we have Audrey and Angelica's conversation, and Angelica just came off as like the stupidest person alive, and she was so
condescending.
Yeah.
So condescending. How painful was that to watch?
Horrible. And when she goes, like, I just want you to see me as a big sister.
Audrey's like, huh?
She's like, who?
Like, not Audrey genuinely being 1,000 times more mature than Angelica could ever dream of.
Yeah, oh, that was horrible.
She's like, I really just see a lot of myself in you, and like, I want you to think of me as a big sister.
No.
I would have I think I would have had to get up and walk away.
First of all, Angelica, you live with your ex.
For sure.
So let's just stop the conversation there. Don't piss me off.
Don't piss us off. Even though she already did, like, 3 times in this episode.
Audrey was great. She was great in this conversation. A+, she won. Okay, Angelica, I don't know.
I just feel like Angelica is making it so difficult on herself to make friends, and I'm not really sure if this is, like, something that has always been an issue for her.
Probably.
Like,
just to be like that?
Yeah.
Probably.
I did see that they filmed the reunion this week. Did you see that?
I didn't. I'm also like, how do you come into the show late and you're already this annoying? Get over yourself.
So true. I was actually wondering if she's gonna be, because you know how, like, well, maybe you don't know, but in the reunions they'll like bring people in and out, like, people that aren't full-time cast members, you know. I'm kind of wondering if that's gonna be Angelica or if she's gonna be there the whole time. So time will tell. Let's round out this episode with my favorite show at the moment.
My favorite show.
Traitors, episode 4 and 5.
I cannot get enough of Rob.
Genuinely.
I cannot get enough of Rob. Okay?
He's so good at this game, dude.
Besides that, I mean, he's perfect at this game. Besides that, I have one scene playing over and over again in my mind. And it's when he turns around when they're running in a challenge and he's like, do you want to ride? And he picks up Mora.
Just throws her over his
shoulder and just carries her.
Like, what was his incentive for doing that?
She was tired of walking. And I was like, that's the hottest thing I've ever seen in my life.
It's so funny because I saw a clip of that on TikTok before I watched the episode and I was like, surely this is like part of the challenge. Nope, it wasn't. I'm also obsessed with them always being on the same team.
Me too.
And Rob always being in a group with all women.
They should date, but like date me first, but like they should date.
No, I definitely think that Maura and Rob should date. I also just feel like Maura is, because obviously she got her start on Love Island, but she's really kind of moved past like being a contestant on Love Island, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like Rob being on this show has also put him into like a different category of Love Island people than like the rest of his cast, because they're still kind of like in the Love Island zeitgeist in that universe.
Yeah.
But Maura and Rob like are doing other things.
I'm digging it. I'm jigging it.
You know what I want to see Rob on?
What?
Special Forces.
Oh my god, he'd win. He'd win.
Like, this is my formal request for Rob Roush to be on Special Forces, because I actually think he would kill it.
Rob, please, you could win. You could win. You could do it.
No, he definitely would. There's no way he's dropping out. But I mean, okay, we had a lot of people die in these episodes.
Okay, so we had Caroline. She died at the beginning
Rip
of
Caroline.
episode 4, and their little combo was so funny when she was like, "See you at BravoCon," and Lisa was like, "No."
Lisa's like, "We probably won't." I actually don't even think Lisa's on Beverly Hills anymore.
Yeah, that was funny. So that was our first murder where the person who was murdered got to know who murdered them. So that was fun. Tiffany was next. Poor Eric. I felt so bad. What's so funny about this show is like these people are claiming to be experts in everything, and then their guess is just like completely wrong.
It's so
and
funny
I'm like,
to watch.
This is so embarrassing for you.
I know.
He's like, I listen to the same thing 40,000 times a day. Like, I'm good with music. I know that laugh was Tiffany's.
That was just like.
Were you so wrong?
Also, in my opinion, that was like an insane piece of evidence to put out there. Like, that's like not evidence. That's literally hearsay.
Yeah, it is.
That would not hold up in a court of law.
Everything to them is like evidence. That's what makes it so funny.
It's so funny. It's also just hilarious because honestly, the last season, I was really rooting for the Faithfuls because I really did not like the Traitors. But this season, I love the Traitors. And so I'm like, every time that they're like completely going down the absolute wrong path, I'm like, yes, like, give it to me. Like, this is what I want to see.
What's insane is no one, except for Monet, who we'll talk about in a second, has ever guessed any of the 3 traitors. Other than Donna, but I don't really count.
No, for sure. It's also just crazy though. I don't like the way that they're treating Ron, and it's really frustrating to me.
I don't either.
It's really frustrating to me that Colton and Eric did the same exact thing to Tiffany that Ron did to Portia, but Ron is still being like ousted for it.
I understand why Candace is doing it because she's using Ron as a scapegoat, but like still.
Yeah. I just think that they're being really mean, honestly. Like it's a little bit annoying to me that they keep coming for like this. Like ultimately, I understand that there's like a cash prize at the end of this, but this is a game show, you guys. Like, stop literally bullying Ron.
So seriously,
it's actually mean. Like he's a human being. Like literally, you guys are doing the same exact thing to him that you did to Donna because he was friends with her.
And I don't get it.
Me neither.
Okay, so Tiffany, bye-bye.
That was sad.
Well, Tiffany's little, like, her story about wanting to pay for college, my friends and I looked up her net worth post this, and it was in, like, the 1 million range, so, like, she's just fine.
Wait, I'm so glad you said that because I was going to ask you about this because I was feeling like a bad person, but I really just do not know how I feel about the money being brought up, like, in the context of I need this money because I'm going to be so real. Like, you're on a reality show, which to me implies that you don't have like a normal person job.
Yeah.
And I just feel like you should go get one. If that's really your main concern, you certainly shouldn't be gambling your son's college education on a game show that you have like a 1 in 25 chance of winning.
Also you just won Big Brother. Where's the money from that?
Right. And also it's not like she's somebody like, I'm trying to think of who would be a good example for this. I guess maybe Rob. Like Rob was on a show that would honestly make it really difficult to go get a full-time regular person job after you got off that show because of the content. Big Brother is not the same way. Big Brother in no way has the same viewership as some of the other reality stars who are on this show.
Yeah, I've never seen it. I don't know anything about Big Brother.
Yeah, I don't either, but that to me just like we love reality TV and like neither of us watch Big Brother. So to me that goes to show that it's just like not I think it used to be really popular. I just don't think it's like that big anymore. So I don't know. It was just the crying genuinely gets me. I'm like, these people are so dramatic.
Well,
like,
also, like,
oh my
Candace having
God.
a full meltdown when, like, one, you voted for her, two,
you voted for her.
two, you could just pay for her son's college then. You have the money.
So true.
Like, don't irritate me like that. Don't cry like wah wah boo hoo. Just pay. You have the money. Just pay for it.
So true.
That's the shit that pisses me off here. Anyway, so Tiffany gets booted. Boo hoo. A big issue I had in this episode was Colton being a ringleader, which he was. He was getting everybody behind him.
Mm-hmm.
Which is really a really intense way to play, in my opinion. But
agreed. There's always one though, and it's usually a Colton archetype.
Okay, interesting.
Like last season, it was Dylan Efron.
Okay.
And what I will say about Dylan Efron is that they didn't always listen to him, and when they didn't, he was right. So I do have to give him his credit there. Colton is just like hilariously wrong about everything, and it's really cracking me up.
He got it right once, so everyone thinks they have to follow him, and I'm just like, no.
Yes, and also I really don't even think, honestly, like, I just don't think that him getting Donna was like that impressive.
No, I don't either.
Like, I actually kind of am almost on the side of, I think that Donna was like a plant in this show because she just like wanted to experience it, and that's why she, like, it wouldn't surprise me if the producer fed Colton that information.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a whole theory, but
Monet made the poor mistake of mentioning the traitor to one person.
Yep.
And didn't mention it to anybody else.
Yeah.
Honestly, Monet, that's kind of on you. But then again, you also didn't know who you were speaking to was a traitor. So I do apologize for that. But then Monet gets murdered because Monet said the wrong name.
And that really was a very And that really was a very smart move, in my opinion, on the Traitors' part, because even if Monet had said Lisa's name to other people, nobody else told Lisa that except for Candace.
My concern now is that Lisa has been on the short list for multiple episodes in a row. When are people going to start to notice that she's not dying?
Well, I mean, we kind of see it at the end of this episode, Colton and Dorinda.
Yeah.
Which is getting on my nerves.
Who, Dorinda?
No, just like the fact that they're catching on to her. Like, it's making me upset because I like Lisa.
I know. Okay, so Monet did. Bye-bye, Monet. We miss you. I miss you specifically. I thought you brought a lot to the show, so I feel like there's like a little bit of a hole there.
Yeah, Monet is funny.
Oh my God. I was cracking up. Anyways, so then we have one of the worst roundtables we've seen yet, because Michael loses his mind.
Michael needs to go to anger management classes.
Michael becomes, well, I'm sure already was, but literally homophobic. That was like very targeted, I feel, in my opinion. Because like that's just a very specific string of words to say. And then like in the context of what happened to him, like I don't know. It was weird to me. And I'm not a big Colton fan.
No, I'm glad he's gone, 100%.
Yeah. So then we vote, okay? We have like 2 people that vote for Ron over Michael. And this is where I think Lisa and Candace, I'm just talking about 2 people specifically.
Okay.
Lisa and Candace vote for Ron. So let's say that what Michael did say was with malicious intent and he was being homophobic. And they still voted for Ron. So if somebody's critically thinking, you're thinking either that person is homophobic or that person is a traitor that wanted to keep Michael. So they just made what I think is one of the biggest mistakes they could have just made. And I think that is a very big tell, possibly in coming episodes, on who on them as a traitor.
Interesting. I never really thought about it that way. I mean, I think you could be onto something, because I do think that it's a pretty obvious decision to keep Michael around because people think he's a traitor.
Exactly. And I think they
made
a big mistake in not voting for Michael.
Interesting. How do you feel about them taking Michael out and explicitly saying, I don't even care if you're faithful, we just want you gone? What do you think about that whole thing?
I don't think it's wrong at all. I think that they were just so done with him being around, because like regardless of what he said in the roundtable, he was never bringing any help towards them whatsoever.
That's very true.
Dragging them down. And it was like, like they were all saying, it was just, at that point, it was just distracting. Like they can't even get to the bottom of it without him like screaming. Like, he can't even have, like, a normal conversation. He's just pointing at people and screaming, which is not effective in any way whatsoever.
Totally. No, I agree with you. He's
in my
so
opinion,
annoying.
I would be okay with, like, essentially wasting a
Mhm.
banishment on somebody who is not letting me win the game. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, and he doesn't deserve any of that pool if he's not helping. Any of the pool of the money, I mean.
Totally. He's just like, I mean, and honestly, I'm not even really sure that I mean, I've only watched one other season of this, so you can, once you make it through the first two, you can speak to that. But I don't remember in the last season anyone being like seriously irritated by anyone else. Like, maybe they would get annoyed in like the challenges if somebody was like a little slower or whatever, like, you know, not as physically fit or whatever. But it's never like a personality thing. Like, they're all usually kikiing with each other once they're, you know. So I agree with you. I think he's so annoying. I'm glad that he's gone, because oh my god, he was so irritating, and he's honestly giving the producers a good case to not ever have like anybody but a reality star on this show, because that's how you're acting, and you're supposed to be the one person who's actually like in an industry professional, and this is how you're acting. That's crazy.
Yeah,
but
that's insane.
I do think that the reason that it was a terrible choice on their part is because they are continuing to not get like, at this point, the trajectory that they are on is not going to end up with the Faithfuls winning.
No, it's not, but I think that I don't think the other people were necessary. I think they waited too long to get rid of Michael, which is what was irritating me. Like, I think they could have gotten rid of him a long time ago, and they probably could have gotten a traitor out by now.
Yeah, that's actually a good point, because everybody at every single roundtable is like, Michael, you're either the best traitor or the worst faithful. And
I don't understand
none of us
that.
can figure it out.
I don't understand how him acting like that would make him a good traitor. I don't get that part. I don't understand why they were giving him a compliment. That was irritating to me.
Yeah, I honestly think it's just that because they're like, no traitor would act like this. So it's like, if you're acting like this to throw us off the scent, like, it's technically working.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously not to a certain point, because they voted him off.
I'm getting excited because it's about to get to the point where, so Rob made, in my opinion, the correct decision at the round table. In order to not be detected as a traitor, he voted for Michael. He was like, it's just not worth it to like try to keep him around at this point, because it's just like, you have to go with the group at that point, and you don't want to be singled out. Which is where Lisa and Candace went wrong, and I think it's going to come back to bite them in the ass.
I'm so interested to see if that's going to happen.
And I think in the next coming episodes, we're going to start seeing a little bit of a divide between Rob and then Candace and Lisa. And I think eventually Rob is going to like have to betray them.
I think that's a really interesting theory, that Rob might have to betray Lisa and Candace.
Yeah, I think Lisa and Candace are getting sloppy, because for one,
agreed.
Candace in the challenge, she was like not working hard. But that looks bad on you.
Candace. I agree. I had that thought too.
And two, neither of them can shut the frick up. Well, Candace cannot shut up. Lisa is too quiet or too detailed. And I'm like, you guys, you have to play the game. You're not playing it right.
No, truly. And it's kind of funny. I feel like a bad game watcher, because I keep seeing like Kristen, for example, like, she's really, I think, gonna push the Colton narrative. Colton's a traitor narrative next episode. And I hate him so much that I really want her to. But
we call Kristen Hot Chef when we watch.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because that's what she is.
What show is she from?
Top Chef.
Okay.
So we call her Hot Chef.
I don't know who she is, so.
I think she won, and now she's like a host or something like that. But I could be wrong. We call her Hot Chef, but she's also someone I'm referring to when they call themselves an expert, because she was like, I worked in the kitchen for so many years. I just like know how to read people. And then she goes, it's Colton. I'm
oh my god. It's just so funny, bro. Like, and also, I mean, I literally wrote down, these people are literally going after everyone but the traitor.
What's funny is, like, I would be the same way on the show. I would be saying all these things, like talking this big talk, and then I would have like no idea what I was saying.
Same. I think I
can't blame them.
I think I would literally just not put up anyone's name until it got to the point where there were so few people left that it was just like process of elimination.
Yeah, I think like obviously I would, like, ideally you would want to be a traitor in the show, but I think I would be a terrible traitor to have to make me a faithful, because I just like, you couldn't, like, if you looked me in the eyes and asked me if I was a traitor, I couldn't lie to you, okay?
Also, Something that was getting on my nerves so bad was Colton asking the stupidest freaking questions, trying to trick people. Like looking at people and they're like, does Alan wear his cloak or whatever when he's in the whatever? I'm like, Colton, shut up. You're literally not clever or smart. Like, and
I
you're
think that's
actually
why
pissing me
like
off.
Kristen is getting so mad is because he's like, she mentions he's not like genuinely asking questions to learn. He's just like putting words in people's mouths.
So true. That was a very astute she's very sharp.
Yeah. She is, and then she guesses wrong, and so I hope she'll get it. She'll get it.
Yeah, but it's
I
also
have a
like,
feeling she'll get it.
I don't know. It almost makes me wonder if they would have more success if Colton wasn't there, because he is kind of just throwing people out there based on no evidence and just
He is, and I think they'll
truly the
learn that pretty
vibes.
quickly post Michael. This is why we needed to get rid of Michael episode 1. He's too much of a distraction. Like if we're playing the game for the faithfuls to win, Michael should have always been gone.
That's such a good point. You would actually be good at this game, I think.
Yeah, because I'm just like, I just hate people. So like I would just be like, if you're irritating, you have to go because you're distracting me with how irritating you are.
Right. And Michael is like that. Michael is somebody who will never change. Like he will be annoying until the day he dies. Like, not to be morbid, not wishing that upon him. I will say, I do need everyone on this show to lighten up about 5 notches.
It's so serious. Also, okay, do you think anybody took a shield?
Yes, I do. I think Colton and his team took a shield. But do you have any predictions of who's gonna get the boot next week?
If the faithfuls don't get a traitor in the next episode, like they need to reevaluate their whole process. So rooting for them in that. But if I'm on the traitor side, obviously I'm always rooting for Rob to win, and I truly do believe that man can win.
Yeah, and for the record, it's not just because he's hot. I actually think he's really good at playing this game.
It's because he's hot. No, I'm just
okay.
Kidding. He's great at. He's like literally phenomenal at this game. Like because like I think of myself as a traitor when I watch the show, and he's picking the moves that like I would pick. So like I think he's doing really well.
He's so smart.
If we want to add Survivor in, it starts on February 25th, season 50. So
oh my
just
god,
a little bit behind.
Maybe we should, because a lot of our shows are going to be ending, so.
Yeah. Well, we could do Survivor, and like, when does Aisha's season of The Amazing Race come out?
I don't know. Let's look into that too.
Already.
And for the listener, if you have any opinions on us covering either of these 2 shows, please let us know.
Yeah, let us know.
This week's Fame Files is my second Roman Empire. My first one is Scandival. My second Roman Empire is Buzzfeed video. I know, it sounds weird. Stay with me. We are talking about the millennial mass exodus from Buzzfeed video in the 20 teens through 2020, and all of the tea that came along with the place that I really would have loved to work for when I was in high school. Obsessed with Buzzfeed. So I think Julia thought that it was interesting, and she had no idea what I was about to talk about.
No, I didn't know anything about it.
And what did you think?
I learned a lot, and I realized I miss YouTube, and I want YouTube to come back.
Totally. And good news for you then is, this won't be for a few weeks, but in February, I'm definitely doing an episode on the YouTube beauty influencers and their scandals.
Heck yeah.
I'm so excited.
Bad news. So all of the Amazing Race season for Aisha already came out way back in September. So
gotcha. Never mind.
A little behind. Also, fun fact, she was actually on the Amazing Race Australia Celebrity Edition and not like regular The Amazing Race.
Gotcha. Okay, so never mind. Scratch that from the record. That's okay.
She finished
in third.
Survivor. She finished in 3rd.
Good for her. She's so iconic.
But yeah, down for Survivor. Unless it's scary, then I might want to like give up.
Okay. I don't think it's gonna be scary.
Like I feel like they just like make them like be around bugs.
Oh, okay.
And I just don't know about that.
That really surprises me that would take you out of it, given your line of work.
I know, but it's the spiders.
Okay.
Like if we bring that in, like I just don't know if I can continue on.
No, that's fair. We'll think about it. We have a little bit of time. This week we will be rolling out Mormon Wives. Next week will be our last week of Mormon Wives. Below Deck in Salt Lake City will definitely be ending soon. And then we will have, come February, we'll have VPR, Traitors, probably for not that much longer, Below Deck Down Under starts and Summer House starts. And I have to say, I don't know if you saw this. I don't know if you know who these people are. But two of the main Summer House cast members, Kyle Cook and Amanda Batula, who have been married for 4 years, announced their separation today.
Yikes.
So
nope, I didn't see it because I don't follow them. Sorry.
That will be really interesting to see this season play out, knowing that they are now separated.
Have a good rest of your day, guys. Go forth and gossip.
Go forth and gossip. Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed this episode, and we will see you next week for more pop culture chaos. The stories we cover are based on research and publicly available sources. While we strive for accuracy, some details may be disputed or unverified, and this episode is for entertainment and informational purposes only.